We have more knowledge, but less judgment. We have more education and degrees, but less purpose. We have more self-proclaimed experts, but less answers to the complexity of our world. We have created a hyper-efficient machine that will solve a lot of unsolvable problems, but it lacks a compass. We lack one common direction. What is trust? What is it what is trust, really? Trust is our readiness, our willingness to move from the known to the unknown. You are leaders in a world that is really strange. The world is not how it used to be. What we need today, tackling the challenges and moving ahead, is to take a new perspective, to look at the world from a different perspective. But now we have come to a pivotal time where we have societal risks at stake. So people start being cautious about business decisions. This is dangerous because we need an operating system, an economy that is working. And this is what you are working on. If we want to understand society, we must rethink the economy. The old economy is dead. The new economy, the prosperous outlooks of the 90s, party like it's 99, Silicon Valley, Ferraris and yachts for everyone, can and will not happen. We know that. What follows is the Q economy, or the quantum economy. This is what we are going to work on. It is not a goal today, it's a journey that we have just begun. What is the Q economy? Is it capitalism? Yes, it's capitalism. But it's much more like quantum physics and the linear models that we have created. Your future business is about more chaos and more stability. It's a parallel society. We are experiencing downfall and prosperity. This is what we are looking at. Having a stable organization, going into the chaos, the unknown with something new, both at the same time. But capitalism is a working model, but as the Dalai Lama said, it needs compassion. This is what we're going to work on. We're going to work on a new economy where we're going to talk about infinity, singular infinity. Because the resources that we have are limited. If everyone were to consume, like my home country Norway or where I live in Germany, we would need 3 planets. So we have to limit ourselves. But we will never do that to that extent. So we could start to reuse stuff, right? So everything that you produce today has to be put infinite into a circle, a perfect circular economy. This is the Q economy. And it's not about winning or losing. Business is not about winning or losing. Today it's about collaboration with your competitors, and it's not like a football game or a soccer game where 11 players come and play against each other for 90 minutes. No, no, no. The business world is not like that. One company has 4 players, the other company has 100,000 players. One company wants to play for 3 months, the other company wants to play for 2 years. This is how the business world operates. No set of rules to that extent, like a game. It's not ending, it's infinite. So it's not about winning or losing, it's about playing as long as you can. Maximizing shareholder value and winning by the end of the year? Simple. Throw out all your salespeople in August, have all the costs gone. By the end of the year, you are winning with your result, but the next year you file for bankruptcy. This is the model that we are in, and with algorithms and technology, it was just speed up. We have to rethink it. Leadership is something infinite. Steve Jobs of Apple was an infinite leader. He had a vision beyond his ego, beyond the organization. Today, Apple and Samsung are competing on products. One of them might be the next Nokia. It's all about playing as long as you can. This is the part of the Q economy. But what are the underlying forces of the Q economy? What is going on underneath the surface today? Well, the first part is, we are now at the fastest globalization in the history of humanity. 2006 was a tipping point where more than 50% of the world's population lived in cities. By the end of this century, it will be 80 to 85%. We are moving from 195 countries to 600, 700 cities. Digital transformation. What are we transforming into? Disruptive technologies. There are no disruptive technologies. It is what we human beings do with technology that changes the industries. We are now merging nanotech, biotech, and artificial intelligence. We want to create an external superintelligence. We are talking about singularity and post-humanism. But knowledge is not understanding. We need to create a society of understanding. Because when the technology can do everything better than we can, what will become of us? What will we be? We talk about change, right? Change. Everyone is into change now. What is change? We talk about innovation. Okay, that's one part of change. Innovation changes the world, right? What is innovation? The action economy. Do more with less. We're actually pretty good at innovation. And we need that. But we also need the second part of change. And what is that? That's a change in perception. We need to look at things from a different perspective. And that requires thinking. How many of the board members and the politicians in the room has a thinking hour in your calendar? How many of you have a thinking hour? CEO calls up and says there's an important meeting and you should say, no, I'm sorry, I'm in the thinking hour. You cannot shut it off, but you can train the mind. And we have forgotten that. We are just reacting to impulses and external factors. We will not get closer to the truth and to the trust if we only focus on the external. Some might have read Simon Sinek, Start with Why. We need a why in our life, a why in the team, and a why in the organization, a purpose. But we also need the second part of why, which is asking questions. We have to dare to ask questions. When you are sitting in a meeting and you don't understand what the person is talking about, ask questions. The others don't understand it either, so you might as well ask. The simple art of asking questions will change your life forever. Learn how to teach, teach how to learn. That's the essence. Get rid of the blah blah. The Greeks called it doxa, right? Stand up and say, I think we have talked enough now. Let's start to do something. That's the role. You will be in future celebrated for this behavior. Today it's difficult, but we have to start. Dare to speak up. Interested. And this is a secret for everyone that understands technology, that cope with change. They are interested. Because if you are interested, you become interesting. And we like interesting people. We share with interesting people. Interesting companies get all the talents because they are interested. The impact on your reality is much larger than you think today if you dare to take that step into the unknown.